Next, under the principal's report, there are two reports. I'd like to flip it and start with the professional development summary, which is on page 14 of Board Book. This is an annual report that we give twice a year in January and June. It began about 5 years ago, just to clarify how much money was being spent to assist the teachers in improving their instruction. So as a reminder, there are 4 categories. The first is Title I. This is a federal grant based on the number of free and reduced lunch students. Title II is our general professional development, and this is also a federal grant. This year, you'll see on the next page, it'll be a little higher because we had some money roll over from last year. Title IV is a new federal grant that was established under the Every Student Succeeds Act. It authorizes some funding for professional development that supports technology as well as safety. And then the last category is unclaimed tuition reimbursement funds. So per the collective bargaining agreement, after the March payment of tuition reimbursement to the staff, the administration can apply the unused tuition reimbursement dollars for staff development in the upcoming months. There was a question about the timing of this. Staff have to, in order to receive their reimbursement by the March payment, they have to submit their intent and their paperwork in September. So we already know exactly how much money that we will have remaining, and we've learned after doing this 2 years ago for the first time that it's helpful, since there's such a quick turnaround time with 3 months to spend that money, it's helpful to have a plan as to how we want to use it. So if you look on the next page, you can see Title I, we haven't earmarked any money yet. The $6,480 was received in our rollover money, and so we just recently received this, and that's why we haven't allocated that yet. Title II is where a majority of our professional development comes from, and this is where we spend some additional money on technology, advanced placement, professional development for SAT, and then school and district goals. As you can see, we've spent or earmarked almost half of that money that we received this year. And you can see Title IV, and then lastly, our plan for the unused tuition reimbursement funds this year is to provide some staff professional development time over the summer to implement blended learning for one of their classes. So in November, we had about 10 staff members attend a site visit at Huntley High School, and they've been implementing blended learning for several years. So blended learning is really the approach to teaching that combines some online delivery with face-to-face instruction and classroom interactions. And so I'm really excited about the teachers piloting this, because I think it will provide our teachers a great opportunity to differentiate some of their instruction and provide some more support to students that may be struggling in their class, while also allowing some of the advanced students to move quicker and challenge them more. So like we approached our one-to-one rollout, we're going to start very small and slow and test the waters and let it grow organically. But the teachers that went to the site visit were very excited to get started on this. Are there any questions on the professional development report?
How many did you take to Huntley?
We took 10. There's another one coming up, so we could possibly take more, but we took 10.
I went to that one.
Do you ask teachers to attend, or do teachers volunteer? Like, how
For
does
the
it work?
first one, we took teachers that we felt were already doing some version of blended learning or were close to it, so whether they were doing a flipped classroom or they really developed a lot of their materials in Schoology, but we wanted teachers who we felt like would be ready to implement it.
Actually, Bridget helped us as an instructional coordinator.
Correct, and we tried to get one person per department too, if that was possible.
Yeah, I think between the blended learning and the changes in what the state considers a school day, right? Like those two things are going to change the way instruction is delivered. So
Yeah,
we need
I
to be
agree.
ready for it, right?
Yeah, and it's exciting.